Welcome back to a new workout. So I've got something a little bit different for you today. We are working on brain health while exercising. So exercise is the number one thing you can do for your brain because it increases blood flow, which is essential for optimal brain health. So we are remaining seated the entire workout. If you have some dumbbells, just have them at the side. We'll use them for a little bit during the workout, but not absolutely necessary, but beneficial. Obviously, if you're using some weights, you are going to challenge the muscles and it'll also help your bones to get stronger. I think that is it. Allow yourself to laugh during the workout. We are both going to mess up at different times with some of the exercises because I am challenging our brains with coordination and with memory, but by doing these activities, it will help our brains to get stronger. Let's do this, starting with our seated march. So 30 seconds of each exercise for our warm-up. Our warm-up is going to be 3 minutes today, and then we're going to be getting into a brain activity. Nice deep breath in here, and breathing out. So continuing to march, let's bring the shoulders back. So nice shoulder rolls to warm up the shoulders. And one more, and then switching that direction. And then leading with the elbows. It's like you're doing a big stretch in the morning. And then coming in the other direction. Okay, going into our first brain activity. So tapping in front, heel dig. So tap, if you want, you can bring the arms into it, and heels. Toe tap. Heels. Now I'm gonna let you take over. I'm not gonna say it anymore. And going back into that march, bringing the arms out to the side, straight arms. And then going in a circle. So just small circles here. And then switching the direction. And then we're going to go into a side tap and we're going to reach diagonally. Don't worry about how fast or how slow I'm going for you. Go at whatever pace works for you. And going back into that march and then just reaching one arm overhead. Think of this as a stretch, so trying to reach up as much as you can. And at the 3-minute mark, we are going to switch into a brain activity. Okay, so for this one, we are going to, let me show you what we're doing. We're tapping left one time, right one time. You're in the camera, it's going to be the opposite for you, so you're really going to have to concentrate. So we're going to tap left, one, clap. Then we're tapping twice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 claps. Then 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. Going back to 1. So let's go. So 1, clap. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, clap, clap. 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to talk anymore. You're going to make your brain work. So 1 time each side. Again. Starting over. Last time. Okay, good. How'd you do? Hopefully you did okay. I had to record that 3 times. So if you didn't get it, don't feel bad. All right, switching into some strength training. So grab your weights if you have them. If not, that's okay. This is another brain activity, as well as resistance strength training. Okay, we are going to do an exercise. Whether you have weights or not, that's okay. If you don't have weights, just concentrate on pretending there are weights in your hand so flex the muscles and just kind of flex them as you're lifting up and back down again. We're going to do an activity for about 30 seconds. I'm going to say a word. You're going to try and remember that word. So doing our bicep curl, sitting up straight, feet are flat on the floor, focusing on that flex. Trying to keep your elbows fairly close to your body. Sometimes my chair gets in the way, so I don't always have them as close as I'd like, but do your best to have them close to your body. Breathing out as you lift. Here's your first word, apple. So try and remember the word, apple. Our exercise is an overhead press, one arm going up at a time, sitting up straight. If you want, you can do a double press, so both weights up at the same time. And if you even want to make it more challenging, you can lift the opposite knee as you lift the weight. Your next word is green. So apple and green. Next one is a seated knee lift. So lifting the knee up as much as you can. And if you want to do a little bit more, you can go back into that bicep curl, or actually we'll do a hammer curl for this one. But that's not necessary. You can just lift your knee instead. Depends on what you want to get out of the exercise. Your next word is spoon, okay? Next one is punching forward. So sitting up straight, if that weight is too heavy, if you feel it's too much, just put the weights down. Okay, your next word is river. So you've got 4 words there. See if you can remember them. We are going back to our exercise of the bicep curl. So just going up and down. Again, if you want to intensify that, you can bring a knee up at the same time. So see if you can recall that first word that I said with the bicep curl. Switching into our overhead press. If you need to take a break, that's okay. Breathing in and breathing out. So hands are at the side, again, lifting up. So what was the word that I said with overhead press? If you're in a class setting, don't say it out loud because then it takes away the work from the person beside you. I've had that happen many times. Some of us have much better memories than others. So it's good to just say it silently in your head to allow everyone to have an opportunity to work on what we're here for. So lifting a knee. Now, do you remember what I said for the seated knee lift? Again, you can do a hammer curl if you want to get more out of that. And let's put the weight down. And we're just going to punch forward. Now I want you to keep your abs tight here. So working the arms, but also working our core. Almost done. Okay, so what were the 4 words? You can say them in your head first, or you can say them out loud, depending. If you're on your own, say them in your head. Try to remember them. And then you can discuss it as your group or just call them out now. So it was apple, green, spoon, and river. Okay, going on to the next activity, we are going to do an exercise for 15 seconds. So having the arms up, I'm just waiting for my clock. Okay, so lateral raise. And then I'm going to do another exercise, and then we're going to start right from the beginning. So it's like a sequence. Okay, knee up. Going back to that first exercise. And our second exercise. So try and tighten the core, your abs, as you lift a knee up. Our third exercise is a tricep kickback. So I want you to really focus on flexing the back of your arms as you press those hands back. You're tightening up your triceps. Okay, call out the first exercise. What is that first exercise? Lateral raise. So going back to the lateral raise, working our shoulders and our arms. And in your head, call out the next 2 exercises. Lifting that knee up. So knee raise. Or leg up. Okay, what is the next exercise? Tricep kickbacks. So flex those triceps. Adding on here 1 more exercise, and then we'll do them each again. So going into that calf raise. So lifting the heels as much as you can. What's our first exercise again? Lateral raise. All right, call out that second exercise. So bringing the knees up. Focusing on flexing your abdominals here. And what's our next exercise? That's right, tricep kickback. So bringing those hands back. And the last one that we added on is calf raise. So lifting the heels up. So that's our last one. We are going to move on to more cardio. Good. Okay, nice deep breath in here and breathing out. So let's go into our jack. So bringing an arm and a foot out to the side, finding the pace that feels good for you. Now I want you to count by 2s, but in your head if you're in a group setting, just because otherwise it gets very confusing. If you're on your own, you can call them out loud. So you're just doing 2. So every time we bring an arm up, 4, 6, 8, keep going. Okay, switching to tapping in front, and let's bring the opposite hand to the opposite foot. Now you're counting by 5, so let's slow that down a bit. So 5, 10, keep going. Okay, if I did it right, we're at 150. Okay, so next one is side punches, and then we're gonna count backwards or backward from 40 by fives. So 40, 35, etc. Okay, and then you're just gonna start over again from 40, counting down by fives. So punching out and tapping to the side. So ready, 40, counting down by fives. And then so you wanna say 0, counting back to 40. Okay, if I did it right, we're back at 0. Okay, it'll be pretty embarrassing at the end if I get it wrong, but then again, whatever, I'm gonna laugh about it because my memory is not good. Okay, the last one is overhead arm and knee lift, and we're gonna count by sevens. This is much harder. Okay, so when you get up to, oh gosh, let me think of my times tables. So let's just say when you get up to 70, you're gonna start over again. Okay, no 0. So 7, 14, you get up to 70, you start back at 7. So overhead arm and knee lift. So opposite arms. Okay, get this down first. Let's start. So 7. I'm gonna slow it down a bit because this one can be harder. Okay, how'd you do? I did terribly. So we're gonna start again because I think for some of us, learning our math times tables or remembering our math times tables is a little bit harder. So we're gonna go a little bit slower. So starting at 7. How'd you do? Okay, so write your answer in the comments. Oh my gosh, I need to study my times tables. Okay, so we are going to march in place. Let's get back to our marching. It's a good thing I can laugh at myself. Okay, so for this one, we're going to go for 30 seconds. So keep marching. When we hit the time back at 0, you're going to call out, or in your head, think of as many animals as you can, okay? So we are going to punch forward as we march. We're gonna bring both arms forward. Every time you bring your arms forward, you think of an animal. So we're gonna keep the arms fairly slow, so going now. And I want you to really concentrate on rowing those arms back as well. If you have children or grandchildren, they often watch a lot of animal shows, so you can think of those animals. Okay, keep marching. Good, you're gonna stop at that. Then we're gonna reach an arm up. Every time your right arm goes up, you're going to think of a fruit. Okay, so apple. There are a lot of different types of fruit. Okay, let's stop at that one. The next one is calling out cities, or in your head, saying different cities in the US or Canada or Australia, whatever it is you wish to choose. I think the US is easier because there are a lot of cities. Okay, so pressing the arms out to the side and then forward. So when the arms go forward, that is when you're thinking of a different city. Okay, so pressing out, pressing forward, think of that city, and pulling back. Press, push, pull.
Okay, I hope that challenged you both physically and mentally. We are just going to do a bit of a cool down here. Let's bring those shoulders back. Nice deep breath in. And breathing out. Let's bring the arms overhead. Keep the arms up there and just reach. Now don't be disappointed in yourself if you didn't do well. If you did do well, congratulations, but if you didn't do well, that's okay. I didn't do well either. So it is just about practicing and working on brain health and doing brain activities to keep challenging yourself because your brain will grow and it can get better. Okay, so let's just bring a foot forward, sitting on the edge of your chair if you can, leaning forward slightly, feeling that nice stretch through your calves, or through your calf. And then switching to the other side. And bringing that foot in. Let's just have the hands on the shoulders. Let's just twist slightly to one side and the other. And then facing forward, dropping the ear down to the shoulder. Rotating that head forward. Then over to the other side. And back down again to the other side. And last one. And looking forward. Congratulations for trying that workout and for doing your best. I am going to go study my times tables after this. Have a great day, everyone. See you next time. Bye for now.